Finally, Jon Ruda's Peterbilt 362 now available for purchase. Let's go and check out what we can get from this truck. Let's do this. Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to ATS. Oh, this was a pleasant surprise. This truck shouldn't have been... It was planned for release on the 30th of July, but we got it a few days early. And huge thanks to Jon Ruda for giving me a copy, because I was reaching out to him thanks to the idea of Alex in the community. Maybe we can stream it, right? And we will for sure. But yes, I reached out, maybe I can stream it ahead of the release. But yes, he actually released it in public to everyone ahead of time. So here we are, and he gave me a copy in addition. So huge thanks to Jon Ruda. We'll go and check out what we can find for this truck. So as usual with all these mod spotlight videos, we'll have a kind of two-part thing. First would be the truck config. I'll put timestamps, chapters in the video description so you can jump. And after the config, we'll do a test drive, alright? So if you want to only focus on a certain part, then you are more than welcome to do so. Ooh, look at all the red items in there. Wasn't me. Alright, so let's see. To give perspective, an SCS truck normally has 1 million triangles. Where my mouse is, here in the upper left, it says there TC. That's triangle count, and I was able to make that appear using the console command G_minicon1. Hiding it would make it 0 to hide it, okay? But 1 first, for those who will be curious about it. So the default truck has 1 million triangles, more or less, in the exterior, okay? So 1 million, and then let's say 2 million in the interior. And it's a lot more intense to render the interior because we have mirrors. The more mirrors you have, the more intense it will be, because the game will have to be rendered multiple times, different points of view, different perspectives. So 1 million. In comparison, as we already know, Jon Ruda's trucks, they are a bit on the heavy side when it comes to triangle count, so you would require a bit of a beefier GPU. If you currently have a potato PC, sorry for the term, you might have a bit of difficulty, because look at this one. The Freightliner Classic he has 6 million triangles. The W900 5.6. Yeah, so it's like 6 to 7 times more. His P389 has 7 million compared to 1 million from SCS, so 7 times more. But yes, that kind of pays off with the quality. No bend, no curve, straightened out. Like all the bends will really be bendy. Yeah, the curves will be smooth, no edgy frames, no edgy surfaces. Everything is as bendy as could be. But yeah, you kind of pay for it in the triangle count department. So this truck is no different. It's heavy on the frames. It can be depending on your GPU. And it has 10 million triangles in the interior, which is very much in line with his other trucks, so no surprise there. If you had a Jon Ruda truck before and it was working fine for you, then this truck would perform the same way, alright? Just to keep that clear. Alright, let's go and do this. We only have one cabin option at the moment, 60-inch, is that 60-inch? 60-foot sleeper. I always get confused with that notch. 60 sleeper, let's leave it at that point. 6x4 lowered or a long chassis variant. Yeah, I chose lowered to be, it looks a bit sleeker, a bit more sleek. And then we have engine sounds, care of Kriechbaum. These are included in the truck, so that is included in the P362 package when you purchase it. I think it's $25, guys, 25 USD if I remember correctly. And make sure to update the mods list and leave a link in the video description as well, so that you can get routed to his website. Yes, he has a website now where you can purchase stuff. You don't have to go to Facebook anymore. I know some people don't like Facebook. So what I did is I chose the Cummins N14 525. This one, I think, if you have in addition Kriechbaum's Engine Mega Pack, that separate mod, it activates the new N14 sounds from Kriechbaum. So I think that's a good combo. And then Ethan Fuller 18 speed without retarder. I don't like the retarder with US trucks. I like hearing the Jake brake. We have 3 options for the interior. Not a huge fan, to be honest. I like the beige one only. The others look a bit, I don't know, flimsy. I don't know. I like this, the most realistic looking one. In terms of paint jobs, lots of options. Not as many as the others though. And I noticed that yeah, we do have a template, so you can change that if you're a Skinner. Wink wink, silly panda, wink wink. Yes, so you can customize it. There's a template included. But in addition, you have all these paint jobs. You will notice they look pretty sleek. They look pretty nice with the colors, but they are not customizable. You cannot change the colors this time, at least for now. Maybe eventually in a future update it will come, but for now the colors are fixed, which in a way I am happy with, because sometimes you get too many choices, you get overwhelmed with choice. So I kind of like that we don't have too many. You know, and what I chose in particular was, one second, it was 102, I believe. If you want to copy the exact look of the truck, 102, I like that color combination in those lines. Very sleek. Alright. In terms of the accessories you can put in, of course, I want a turbo wing in there. Why not? Largest turbo wing I've ever seen. You can have interior lighting when you turn on the beacons, or you can have actual beacons. Clear or orange, or this kind of LED, more modern look. Not too shabby. Couple of air horns available as well. I'm not sure if these have corresponding sounds. I have my doubts, but they look pretty cool. And of course, you can have the lights. Square, round, or different combinations. But some of them will be conflicting. Yeah, this one conflicts with the air horn, for example. Can have both, cannot have both at the same time. So pick well. I choose that one in particular. When it comes to the sun visor, I am not a huge fan, because although they look cool, like this guy or this guy looks pretty cool, I can only imagine, yeah, you can already see, like, how the heck do you see outside with that kind of view, right? I am not a fan of that at all. Like, if you look inside, what the heck, you only see that little? What is that? Like a tank. I'm not a fan. So even if it doesn't look the coolest, I will stick to this one. Right. But yes, some people might have different opinions, different preferences, so that option is there for you. We have 3 options for grills: stock, version 1, or version 2. Can't go wrong with any of them, but I like in particular this one, V2, the thicker vertical lines. Bumper options, 3 options as well. Stock, custom 1, which is pretty humongous, that looks super heavy. Or a V2, which is a bit thinner but a bit more, I think, a bit higher. Yeah, in terms of height. But I choose this one in particular. Headlights, 3 options as well. This is becoming a pattern, 3 options for each one. Not too shabby. LED or halogen. Not sure what it means, clear or reflected. It does look a bit different. You'll have to see at night how it looks with the lights exactly. But the LED, I like how it looks, so I'll keep that. I also have the custom plate, care of Morgan, who made me a plate. If I choose the California plate, it actually says Clumsy in there. It's some tweaking with the open definition. Unfortunately, this is not open for sharing. I don't have this available for download because I haven't asked Morgan yet if they are willing to give it to me, or if they are willing to share it with others. I'll have to ask them first. But yeah, that's how it looks. Pretty sleek. You can also have markers in here on the side of the bumper. I do like that one. Yeah, cool. Over here you also can have a marker, but it looks pretty redundant to me, like a skin tag. I don't know, I'm not a fan. So skip that. You can have your logo. Yes, so in the same line with other Jon Ruda trucks, there is an open definition file included where you can change these into your logo. So for me, I actually have that here, but it's a bit too large, right? I have to adjust it if I want. It's a bit redundant in there, so I'll have to fix that up. But there's that option if you are a fan of that. Okay, you have lights here, 3 different options. You also have here a fender if you're using the wide variant of the wheel, which we aren't, so we are good with that. Now the side mirror, there's only one option. Yeah, mirrors classic, but you do have an option for adding mirror lights in here. LED orange, white, or lamps in there. And on the mirror, you can actually put in some accessories. This is compatible with, for example, the Borman Steam Workshop item. Yeah, so this is a separate mod that kind of fits. You have like a blinker variant here, I think. Yeah, blinker. So you can choose to have something in there as an add-on, but yes, up to your imagination how you play that in. You also have an option of tank covers. Not a huge fan of these. I'm not sure if they are used in real life, maybe. But it doesn't sit well with me how it looks. I don't know, it just looks unnatural for me, so I'm not a fan. But I am particularly interested or in liking this chrome and paint combo, especially with this paint job. It looks super sleek. So I'll keep that instead. Over on this side, you can also have covers. But yes, not a huge fan of that. Add some steps, why not? At the back, you can have a rear bar, either a black one or a colored one. I think that blends with your paint job. Yeah, it's blue. Depends on the paint job you have. Then you can have lights, 2, 4, or 6. I'm not sure how much they impact performance. I'm going to keep it to 2. Because before in the other Jon Ruda trucks, they can be a bit heavy on FPS when you turn on your lights. I'm not sure if more lights means more FPS loss. We'll have to be careful with that. Alright, here. So here we have lots of options with the pipes. The default one is this one, thin beveled no muffler. I am particularly interested with, so let's see, let's go through them. Yeah, standard with muffler. Looks massive, kinda like it. You have a thin beveled, thin straight, or no muffler variants. Yeah, wide beveled. I particularly like this one, wide beveled with muffler. I like the ones with the muffler. Looks like looks more heavy duty. But you guys let me know which you prefer. Okay. Good. You have options for the fender. I'm not really a fan of these ones, but yeah, I guess they kind of work with some configs. I like this one more, the stock. Yeah, as you guys know me, I'm pretty much maybe close to minimalist when it comes to setting things up. I don't like things too flashy. And you even have this option, right? Good. Alright, so let's go and get that California, aka Clumsy plate in there. So it kind of just overwrote the California plate with mine. Ooh, some Goodyear logo. Different options in here, kind of nice. Peterbilt, or even your logo, if you change it in the open definition file, you can have that option. Good. Looking great. Looking great here. And then the tires and the wheels, it's the same as with any other Jon Ruda truck. You have your own sets here. You can choose a classic one, a modern, a chrome variant or not. Yeah. And you also have a Goodyear tire set here. I don't think there's anything else though. I think it's only that one. It does look like it, but it looks pretty sleek and it looks black, not gray. That was my #1 pet peeve with the normal trucks, the normal tires. Anyway, let's go inside here. The interior, there we go. We have a classic looking Peterbilt 3-spoke steering wheel. It does have a compatibility if you have the Steering Creation steering wheel DLC. You can see, so more options. But in addition, there's also this wood and steel custom steering wheel. Not sure if I'm a fan of that though. But yeah, that is available for you, and then so many other options to choose from thanks to the SCI compatibility. Sizzle's compatibility also present, but let's go with that one. And of course, my favorite is here, thankfully, the cell phone GPS, where I also have a phone GPS mod to add the speed limit on the lower right side. Right over on this side, you can have a CB radio. You can have it lying down there. Ooh, Bluetooth, high tech, or a bit more covered, a bit more unobtrusive over there. Over on this side, we have the gauges. So you can see if you look closely, you can have with visor or a bigger visor. So like a cap, you know, a visor for to protect against glare, I imagine. Something like some of those traffic lights have, right? They have like a visor. Here is for the air conditioning, freshener or something. You can change, of course, the texture of this. You can make it modern looking, make it even carbon fiber. Yeah, that looks super sleek. If you combine that with a modern looking steering wheel like that, get something completely different, right? Compared to when you have it like a classic look like so. So you really have a lot of options, right? So I think it was type 2. Yeah. And then here you can have a computer, onboard computer. Of course, we need that because it will give us an idea of what gear we're in, the fuel economy, cruise control setting. You can even have that on this one on the center, or you can have that in the upper part over here so that it's a bit less if you're not a fan of having computers in your default screen, or you can have that under the gauges, which I have not yet found, but I imagine is somewhere here. I haven't found where it is, to be honest, but I'm a fan of this one, so we'll keep that. Over here we have Sizzle compatibility pack. I like putting my cat here. Seems like it's very cozy there. Yeah, it's perfect looking. And then here, this is quite interesting. We have two hanging accessories, one on the left and one on the right. You can kind of like have two fans, one there and one on the other side. Or you can have what I did, and I like it very much, having a compass in here, which actually reflects. This is from Sizzle's accessories. That actually moves so you know which way you're facing every time. Quite nice. Alright, what else? That's the sun visor. You can have some windshield hanging things. I'm not a fan of those, so I'm going to skip that. Telepass, maybe, that can be a thing too. And then you can have other accessories in here. You can even put there, right? Just going to pick any of these slots so you know what you can do with them. Right? It's pretty much something we know how to expect. If you're a fan of these chops, you can also add them. Anything that blocks visibility, I'm not a huge fan of, so I'm not going to use that. Of course, we'll have pizza here. And look at the interior, right? Later on, we'll check which of these ones actually move. And I think all of them do, or most of them at least. Alright, we'll see. I have some questions for you as well later because I don't understand some of the gauges. So we'll see where that leads us, right? Some more accessories here. Oh, this is like the magic dot. If you enable it, this cabinet set, look at that. All the stickers, all the things you can choose. Even above here, you can put, you know, the stickers. Even this salamander, which is a reward from doing the Idaho jobs. You can get that. Quite nice. Yeah, so all those dots, you can place any of those stickers. Up to your own liking. Cool? Cool. Yellow? Pretty standard. Over here as well, right? And we can have guy here. This is where my dog Rex. Although he's a bit in my face. Yeah, but okay, we can go with that. And that's how it looks in the interior. Alright, so that's how the config looks like. Now it's time to do the test drive. I haven't done a proper test drive for this, so we'll do it together. Okay, first let's hear the engine. This should be from Kriechbaum's engine mega pack 3.6, Cummins N14. I hope I got it right. I know some of you guys will have more keen ears, so let me know if I got it right, okay? The lights looking good, and look at those Borman blinkers. I like that. Actually works. Cool. The back. Let me have a look here. So let's go to the interior. If I don't have... Okay, let me show you that one. If I turn on my stats here, okay. So you can see in the upper left, 60%, 64% GPU utilization without the lights. If I turn on my lights, let's see if it will drop or if the GPU will increase. Yeah, look at that. Like, what is that? A 12%, 10 to 12% increased GPU utilization because of the lights. But that's very much not... That's not the fault of... the truck. That's really the lighting system in SCS, in ATS now, with the new lighting update from 140. But what I like though, and let's close that, what I like is we're actually getting the animations here for the parking lights and the low beams. High beams? High beam is here, animated as well. Pretty cool. We have wipers. Oh, triple wiper hype. Also, you have that animated here. Nice. Blinkers. So the blinker bar is the same as the high beam, which makes sense. Just a different angle. You have jake brakes here. And that also differs, changes depending on the jake brake level. Level 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and on and off. Pretty cool. How about the parking brake? Yes, that's the guy, parking brake. A trailer brake, I think, can work as well, if I remember that one. Yes, that's a trailer brake. Pretty cool. What else? The shifter doesn't move, unfortunately, but let's see. I don't think anything changes in the pedals below. How about the windows? How does the window move? Is there like a button? Or a knob? I don't see it. Oh, there is, there. Sneaky. That is apparently the window button. Cool, okay. So it is animated. And I imagine the key fob as well. Yes, it is. Very nice. Okay, so let's pick up the job. Let's do a test drive. Let's see. Let's check if it's still there in the first place, because it was expiring before. 42 minutes, okay. 120-mile job, very short, but should be very scenic. Should take us across some Reforma areas. And we'll see how we like this truck overall. Now, a few things to note. I do have true mirror FOV enabled, so the FOV, the field of view for my side mirrors, might be a bit different from what you'll get without that mod. I'm not sure which one is better, but yeah, I'll be keeping it. I like it so far. No wide view at all, so should be good with the parking. Good. Alright. So where are we currently? I think we are in Sacramento, if I remember correctly. Because I wanted to explore more of Jon Ruda's... not Jon Ruda, Reforma's new areas. That is definitely from the new N14 by Kriechbaum. Very iconic jake brake. Alright, so let's fit in here. Let's try at least. Cabover, but it feels more massive than the K100E. Feels a lot bigger. Also, I didn't initially like the steering wheel. It was a bit too bright for me, but it's starting to grow on me. Starting to like the classic look of it. So I think we'll be keeping it. Oh, one thing I wanted to ask you guys was about this middle dial. So the lower left, this big lower left dial is the RPM, right? What they call it, tachometer. The one on the right is the speedometer. Makes sense. But what is that thing in the middle? It says here, I'm not sure what that is, but it's a temperature. Degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit. You let me know, but it doesn't seem to be changing. Oh, it is. Maybe that's the oil temperature of the engine. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, right now it's around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Does seem a bit cold. Might have just had a violation in there. Thankfully, the police officer was a bit forgiving. Should have done a full stop before I turned right because it was red already. I guess they let me go. This is looking pretty cool. Oh, 1 second, I forgot. I didn't enable my phone GPS, so we don't have a speed limit in there. Dang it. Okay, maybe I'll enable it. 1 second. Alright, so let's pick up this job and then I will enable it. I will be back. But one thing at a time. Right, let's change that onboard monitor there. Yeah, there we go. We have the speed. See the compass moving? I like that. Actually shows you which way you're facing. Gives a nice situational awareness. Only one option for the container carrier. Okay, I'll take that. Reno to South Lake Tahoe. Should be pretty scenic overall. I'm not hearing shifting sounds though, but that might be that way by default. Because I got used pretty much to Z-Mod's W9 interior sounds and I'm kind of missing it. We don't have it compatible for this Peterbilt. Is that a train crossing? Yes, it is. Right, so I'm reversing, using the mirrors only to check if it's working properly. Also, can you guys help me out? Tell me how you're liking this mod, if this is something you are willing to purchase. I think it's 25 USD. And how does it compare with other Payware 362s? Yeah, let me know in the comments. Let's crowdsource this. Oh, that's the perfect height for that turbo wing. Oh, I love it. Perfect aerodynamics there. So let me know, because I know that there are some other Payware developers for the Peterbilt 362. I think Alex has a 362 from a different developer. Let me know how it compares to this one in terms of performance from what we've seen here. Triangle count, maybe you can check on your own. And you can also let me know how the interior looks like. Yeah, let's crowdsource, you know. So we give people more choices, so they can do a more informed decision. Because I don't want to be one-sided when I do these reviews. Even though I got this for free from Jon Ruda, for sure. I'd like you to get the full picture so you can decide on your own. Right, looking good. That is not heating up. It is kind of. It is moving, but very slowly, the temperature. The higher revs we have, the higher it goes as well. Okay, interesting. Oh, I should have changed my speed limit. My mods. I'm too lazy. We'll just live without it for now. We don't have a speed limit in the phone GPS. So far so good. Is it 30 here? It's 25. Okay, 25. And yeah, the temperature is increasing. We're at 60 degrees Fahrenheit now. That's nice. That is simulated very well. Okay, cool. Yeah, it makes me wonder why there's such a huge dial for it. Maybe this truck was prone to overheating, or I don't know if that's the oil temperature or engine temperature or whichever it is. Maybe it was prone to heating before, so you had to keep a close eye on it. That's why the dial was so big. Because normally in other trucks, right, you do have that as well. You do have some kind of temperature reading in there, but it was not that obvious. It's not that, the dial is not that big. Look at the signage. Beautiful. Up, turn right here. Looking good. Look at the number of miles, guys. 1,479,241 miles. So that might be a static thing, huh? Actually, you know what? Let's see if it is. Definitely did not start from 0, which is, I guess, a good thing. Because I doubt you'll find a brand new Peterbilt 362 these days. When was this truck from anyway in real life? And is it still being manufactured? You guys let me know. Might be getting a bit too loud, huh? Let's lower the volume just a tad there, that way. I think that's better. Okay, so you can hear me better. Looking good. Also, one thing that some of you might not like, but this is not really the fault of the truck or the developer. This is more the design of the truck. Side mirrors are a bit far. So if you're looking like this, you don't see the side mirrors. With other trucks, you see it on your left side already, right, from this view. But if you have track IR, then it's easy. You just look left like that. But if you don't, it might get challenging at times. So that's one thing to consider. You might have to resort to overlay mirrors like that one, right? Which is fine for some people, but some of us don't like that. But yes, something to consider. Looking good here. What's the speed limit now? Oh, I'm very bad at keeping track of speed limits, guys. I have to pay closer attention to the road, to the signs. But yeah, it would be kind of cool to get a more, how do you say, comprehensive background on this truck. I'll start looking into things, but you can, if you have more info on it, I'm sure some of you are fans of this truck. Let me know. If you have any background on where this truck was used more often, maybe some places, some years. Is it one of those iconic ones? Because I'm pretty much a baby when it comes to trucks. Truck knowledge, especially the history. 65, okay, 65 here. I'll keep it here. I do like the bumps on the road. I can actually feel them as we go through. When you hear the cabin kind of springing. Oh, there's a hole on the ground, hole on the mountain. Aside from that, I'm liking what the Reforma has done here. You can actually see almost the entirety of the mountains now. Still not perfect, but getting there. Getting there. Very nice. Is this the one with the airport on the left, or did we pass it already? No, was I in Sacramento or was I in Reno? I think I was a bit lost. Sorry, I misspoke. We were in Reno, not Sacramento. Yeah. Too confused for my own good. Oh, that is looking great. Let's take a photo here later. Bridge shot, why not? Oh, slow it down. This truck is having trouble climbing. There's a bit of a gradient on this road. What would complete this package is some interior sounds, right? Along the same levels of that W9 interior pack we had from Z-Mod. Adding Jake brake sounds when you enable it. The keys jingling when you turn on the engine. The very springy indicator sounds. The shifting sounds and whatnot. Those would sweeten the deal. Man, that looks great. One of the best looking mountains I've seen. The texturing on that is beautiful. Love it. I don't think that looked like that before. I am a fan. But yes, so far the truck is feeling great. No complaints at all from me. Performance is a-okay. Very much in line with other Jon Ruda trucks. Now, as I mentioned, use that as a watch out because yeah, depending on your GPU, I think it's mostly on the GPU, that load on the truck with additional triangles. I'm not super sure, but I think it's mostly GPU. If your GPU cannot handle it, then you might encounter frame drops. But it shouldn't be that heavy normally. If you have a few-year-old GPU, 2 to 3 year old GPU, maybe even 4-year-old, you should be fine. If you have like a 10 series GPU, Nvidia GeForce card, should be okay, I think. But yes, let us know here if you have what your experience is with it. And as always, we are crowdsourcing this stuff because I only have one PC, so my experience is limited to my own PC, how it's working right now as you're seeing. Nice eagle there. So, well, it's only one PC, but you guys each have your own, probably. If you do, then let us know and share your experience with this truck, how it's performing for you, and how you're liking it. That way, we have a more complete picture. People can watch the video, get some insights from me, but at the same time, when they read through the comments, they'll see the opinion from other people as well. How they liked the video, how they didn't, what they liked about the truck, what they didn't, and if they bought the truck, their own experience with it, their own opinions on it. And that will give you an even more complete picture. So you can have a full picture when you decide if you buy it or not. But for me so far, very much worth it. Of course, I told that before. I would hope that it's not on the developers rate, it's more on SCS. I hope to have a deeper simulation of the trucks, right? Each and every dial, each and every button. Because I've seen how it can be in Flight Simulator when you have that fully simulated. Like in reality, should we, I don't know, like warm up the engine first when you're starting cold, maybe? Rev it a little, rev it for a few seconds. Is that a thing in real life with this truck? I don't know. But those quirks, those little quirks, if you can have that implemented, it really gives the truck a better personality. Makes it different from driving a fully modern Freightliner Cascadia versus a fully classic truck like this one. Let's maybe overtake this guy. Loving the roads here. And yes, we should get more of these scenic routes as we get deeper into South Lake Tahoe. Can I overtake? It's not letting me go. He will. By hook or by crook. There you go. Thank you. Hey, I'm liking the steering wheel now. It has fully grown on me. Yeah, when I looked at it during the config screen, I was not such a huge fan. Now I'm a fan. Spooner Summit. We went pretty high there, huh? What did that say? What elevation are we at the moment? Air is getting thinner. And it's getting colder. Where is our fuel level? I'm looking at the gauges, so many gauges. Let me see. Oh, I think it's that. Is that the one on the right? 1 second, huh? 50 mile speed limit here. Oh, that's fuel pressure, I think. Fuel level. Let's see. Should be one of these. Impossible not to be one of these. We have so many dials I'm expecting. Oil pressure, oil temperature, water temperature, air pressure, turbo boost even you have. It's quite nice, but where the heck is the fuel? There's the fuel level. There, you see? 1 second, let's turn on my lights here. Oh, pretty interesting. Nice looking tunnel here. Nice. Beautiful area, this one. Still have some problems with the mountains, a few more tweaks required, I guess, but overall looks amazing. Can we deliver here anyway? I guess because we have a job. Okay, so the fuel level is there. See it? Center of the screen. One more. Almost where the steering wheel is meeting the gauges. See? It's a bit hard to see, but yes, that's the one. A bit covered by the steering wheel actually. Fuel level. And yeah, I just wish all the other gauges would have a meaning as well. And that's not anything against the mod, because it is the game itself. We don't have those like failures, you know, those detailed failures possible at the moment. So they are reflecting, I think. They are working. They have some values in them. It's just that they're always okay. So you wouldn't have to worry about them ever. Well, we'll see. Maybe in the future we'll get something. Okay. South Lake Tahoe. Population 21,000. Elevation 6,237. Is it? Wow. We're pretty high up. Do we have a temperature gauge in here somewhere? Like outside air temperature. We have a transmission temperature. Interesting. Yeah, I don't see an outside air temperature, a thermometer outside. That's fine. Is this the one? Yes, we're delivering this in Target. Phew, where are we parking? Might be over here. Oh, that side mirror is not going to help me much in this parking. You can see so little from it. Where should we go? That one. Well, we are a Cabover at least, so we should have some flexibility when it comes to turning. Let's get as much space as possible. Okay, that can work. That can work. Let's go ahead and open the windows. Look at that better. Not too bad with the turning radius. All looking good. So expect the stream on Friday, guys. If you're joining the Clumsy Trucking stream, expect that we will be driving this a lot more. And we'll see what escapades we get to. And for those who will not be able to join the stream live, no problem. I'll post the footage here in YouTube anyway. Might get a bit delayed though, because YouTube has not been very friendly with me recently, having a lot of trouble processing the video when it's a long one, like a 3-hour video, taking a couple of days, even 5 days at some points. So I really recommend you join the stream if you can. Twitch.tv/theclumsygeek. There should be a link in the video description if you scroll down. Good. Alright, here. Parking brake. Set. Windows up. Fancy, I like it. Thank you, Jon Ruda, for another amazing contribution to the community. Even this guy likes the truck so much he can't keep staring. Oh my goodness. Down, boy. Alright, let's go and deliver this cargo. Awesome stuff, guys. Sorry the video went a bit long, but hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'm looking forward to what you have to say, your comments. I'll be waiting. Thanks. Have a nice day, Clumsy Trucking, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.